Hello and welcome to Rock Paper Shotgun. This is Matthew speaking, or should I say, welcome to the future. You can tell it's the future because everything's blue, and also because people look like this, which is how people look in the future. They've all got kind of glowy blueness around them. Yeah, look at this guy. He looks like George from Seinfeld, but in the future. This is Frozen Synapse 2, a strange sort of tactical strategy game. I am not very good at it. This guy looks like Dr. Manhattan. I'm very good at saying what people look like, though. That is something I can do. Where we're in this giant city, and the aim of the game is to collect these relic things. I'm going to admit the overall structure baffles me a tiny bit, just because I'm not going to say it doesn't explain itself very well, but there's a lot to it, and I haven't really made it far enough to really dig into the depths. So I'm going to focus more on the individual matches, which make a lot more sense if we actually see them. So let's whisk ourselves into the first incursion, where our squad will go up against a rival squad. I like the bit where it whizzes in like this. Whoa! This is one of the levels that we are going to be breaking into. There are basically some bad guys in here. There's a bad guy here. We can't see what's going on in here until we plant some people on one of these squares for a turn. So we'll just do that for now. We'll start right next to the door.
System prime.
I like to prime their turn. So, the big kind of gimmick in Frozen Synapse is that everyone moves at the same time. You take a turn at the same time that the enemies take a turn, and you're basically programming in what moves you want everyone to take. So you basically have to try and predict where everyone's going to go and try and flank them, or make sure your guys are in safer tactical positions. It's, as that sounds, it's incredibly complicated, or rather, I'm really bad at it, but we're going to give it a go. So here, I'm telling him in his turn to go here, and I'm telling him to shoot in this direction. Now, I'm basing that on the idea that this guy isn't going to go anywhere in particular, but, maybe that will be horribly wrong, but let's see. I can see how that turn's going to play out from my perspective, so if that guy didn't go anywhere, if he just stands there, which he is unlikely to do, this turn will play out like this, but then you commit to it. Now, you can also program in their moves to see what would happen if they did something. I must admit, I'm not yet at a point where I fully understand that, because the idea of predicting the infinite possibilities of how they might behave, well, that's a little beyond me. You need a giant robot brain. Let's see how it plays out. Will the gods smile on me?
Hostile. Neutralized. Hostile. Neutralized.
Yes, they did. We got this one as well. Let's watch that play out.
Hostile. Neutralized.
Yes,
Hostile.
I meant to do that. Wonderful. Well, that was a good start. So, one of the big things that governs how successful you are is whether you are still, whether you are behind cover, which is the lighter blue areas, and the weapon range as well, and the direction. I'm going to move this guy up to some cover. I'm going to put this chap here. So their turn plays out like this. In theory, let's give it a go. I'm feeling good. That was a weirdly successful first turn for me. I am very bad at this game. Okay, that was bad.
Hostile. Neutralized.
So theoretically, we've got a good range on hit. What's this? You see, this guy's only got a pistol, which means he sucks at range. Let's give this a go. Oh, is it going to be minty fresh like this Tic Tac with a vase?
Hostile. Neutralized. You are victorious.
Wow, that was a weirdly clean run for me. If you'd seen, I've actually recorded this Let's Play 3 whole times, which I've had to abandon because I did so horribly. Oh, well, thank you. Nice one, says the creepy blue face of Dr. Manhattan. So, in between missions, we have to send our squads back to home base. We can also hire some new mercenaries for our squads. What have we got? We've got a sniper. I can afford him. Let's do that. Yeah, so there's all these other things going on. There are other groups taking their turns. There's a lot going on in this city. There's different sort of factions that own bits of the city. They're all in kind of competition with each other. It's also procedurally generated where everyone's at and what they have. So each game's different. The overall game is about collecting these relics, and people are going to try and grab them off you if you get too many. Other factions might attack you. Your relationship with factions can go up and down. Like I said, I haven't really made it so far into the game that I've been able to test that stuff. I'm just going to fast forward, because for the sake of entertainment, I just want to get to the next incursion. These red missions you can't avoid. Oh yeah, she's definitely from the future. You can tell because she's got blue lines on her face. You wouldn't get that in modern day. You definitely wouldn't get that in Bath. That would be frowned upon. I live in Bath, I'm not just picking a random city. My helper gnomes have informed me that guests are deploying a shape virus here in Greyline South. He could be from present day, he could be from like a Victorian cosplayer. It's quite a bleak city. This looks like a fun road to drive along though. I'd enjoy that. We're going to zoom into a library and try and take another relic. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. This looks like I can handle this situation. Oh dear. Or maybe not. Oh, okay, that's just the enemies in their first turn are going to kill everyone. That's not really on me. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, I've got to deploy them outside the walls. Just going to put my little sniper up here. I'm going to have him cover the door, so if anyone tries to run into the doorway... Okay, the sniper needs quite a long time to target, but even so, let's cover that. What's this chap going to do? You see, until you're detected, you can actually see exactly what they're going to do in their turn, so it becomes a lot easier to come and take them out. So here. Because that's exactly how that turn's going to play out, so I've got total control over that. As for my sniper... bring him into a bit of cover. Oh, he's actually going to get a shot off as well, that's good. Okay, I'm feeling pretty confident about this. Let's
System primed.
Let's give it a go. Come on, don't let me down.
Hostile neutralized.
So I failed there to get my shot in, that's okay. He's just going to aim into there. That guy's not going to run there anyway, so I'm going to get this chap to fire in. I'm going to get this chap to fire in. So they're both in cover. Move over here to give them a better line of sight against this person. Okay, let's see what happens.
System primed.
I say let's see what happens a lot. That's just what's going in my head. That's what that button should say. Instead of prime, it should just say, let's see what happens.
Hostile neutralized.
Okay. So that seems to think, as long as they don't really go anywhere, we can zap everyone out.
System primed.
This would be an absolute fluke again. This is going to be the flukiest run. It's going to make it look like I really know what I'm doing. I should probably just pretend that I know what I'm doing.
Hostile down. Neutralized.
Well, that proved that I don't know what I'm doing. My sniper got nuked because he couldn't target fast enough. He's very slow, and that was embarrassing. So I'm going to bring them in here. Basically cover the door, because I assume this red guy outside is going to come and try and get me. I'm not programming in his moves, because like I said, I just haven't got the ability to predict what he's going to be doing. If we leave him there, then he gets a... This might be a horrible idea. That's another alternative name for the prime button. Is this a horrible idea?
Hostile neutralized.
It wasn't. We had him covered from inside. Mission success. So we're going to send this team back to base. You can heal between turns because everyone's sort of, they're called vat forms. They're grown in vats. So that sniper who died, I can grow him over time once he's back at the base. Yeah, I'm gradually getting my head around it. It's very fiddly and there's a huge amount of depth to it. But then it's a game that you're potentially meant to play for hundreds and hundreds of hours. So you probably want that when you're trying to rush through for the sake of getting out a Let's Play video. It's not as ideal. But there are so many different types of soldiers. You can get people who throw grenades. You've got bazookas that can literally just blow up holes in walls. You've got a knife guy who can run up and stab people really quickly if you can get him close, which is obviously very hard. Oh dear. This one looks like a scary tic-tac with a face. There's a lot of character in this writing, though I am skipping through it. You just have to trust me on it. So we've got another incursion. Luckily, my team is at full strength, so they've all come back to life. Thank you, Sniper. Let's send in my mega squad. They're going to be that fresh. And what does this guy want? Oh, it's Rutger. What does he want? Is it? It looks like him. Got a very white Adam's apple. In we go. Incursion time. Okay, so yeah, as I said before, when you're undetected, you can see exactly what everyone's going to do. So I've got to conk him out with a gas grenade unit. I'm going to hide him in a bathroom.
System
Prime that.
primed.
So he's hiding in there. The other guys aren't going to fire on them. I want to try and keep them in as low tension as possible. Okay, I think I've already bodged this up. So in theory, that would gas him. And in theory, he should do exactly that, because... No. Whoops. Oh, God. And so it begins. But that'll make it toxic. They can't come in. Yeah, this is going to be alright.
Primed.
I'm just going to sit in here and fire gas grenades until I'm safe.
Hostile neutralized.
Oh my God, they all went. That's amazing. Okay, he dies in his own gas. That's bad. So we can stop him from doing that. We can tell him to wait. Tell him to wait 2 seconds before running. So he waits. But he still dies. His gas needs to disperse. 3 seconds. And then his gas will disperse. This is a very tiny interface. Meanwhile, this squad, who wasn't doing anything, I should have placed them better earlier on. So if these guys come through here, which they will at some point. Yes, alright, this could be alright. So we've successfully dodged his horrible gas, so to speak. And we're gonna sneak in. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, terrible. Let's avoid doing that. They're all coming back. Can he get here and fire off his grenade before they all come and murder me? That's the question.
System primed.
This will be the moment of truth.
Hostile neutralized.
Okay, that's good. It's limited to this 5-second turn. You can give them a much longer turn, but it's obviously like a lot harder to work out what's going to happen in that time. I'm going to bring these guys in as well. Okay, we just got to keep this grenade guy alive down here long enough to go and grenade the other guy in the face.
Hostile neutralized.
That's good. Is it cheating to just keep firing endless gas grenades into this room? Anything to keep them out. Let's do it.
System primed.
Because if I can kill all the guy's bodyguards, I can just go and gas him in the face.
Hostile down. Neutralized. Unit down.
This is a bit tense. Oh, that was a disastrous move. I should have fired another grenade in there, but I didn't.
System
I didn't think
primed.
it'd go down there.
You have failed.
Oh, I've painted myself into a corner here. I think this guy's going to keep coming and getting me. So I've actually skipped back a couple of turns because I can do that. I'm going to fire another one of those into there. Keep the gas going. If I can keep these other assault guys alive, we may actually get through this turn alright. So now this time we're going up here, I'm keeping him here, and we're keeping this room gassed up.
Hostile neutralized.
Oh, brilliant. So, keep firing gas into here. Stop on sight. Yeah, that's what I want. So he stops, he shoots him.
System primed.
Maybe he gets the knife man. He's got cover on his side.
Hostile neutralized.
Just aims generally here. This chap here is going to run up. I'm going to fire another gas into here just in case this chap does decide to come down.
System
I'm hoping that he starts to turn in a firefight so he's not actually going to go anywhere else and get rid of him.
Hostile
Right.
neutralized.
So now we just need to get this chap to wait again for his gas to disperse, which was about 3 seconds last time. Because this guy's now got no bodyguards, so I can just bring him round. Bring him here, I'm going to bring him here. And hopefully, he's not going to run into his own gas cloud like an idiot. This chap seems to have just decided he's going to stay down there. So what I'm going to do now is switch to this button down here, which allows me to do a longer turn. Because I'm going to bring him all the way up here. I'm actually going to leave them there because I don't want them coming and shooting this guy by accident.
System primed.
This is a good way of covering ground. This guy appears to have his back to me. So if we go here, how's that going to play out? Is that going to bounce off the... That would knock him out. So as long as he doesn't move,
Primed.
we'll actually have won. And
You are victorious.
I can't believe it. I can't believe that actually worked. I have failed this mission so many times. My total inability to keep this gas grenade guy alive. Well, that's 3 for 3. That feels like a good place to wrap this up. Hopefully I've given you an idea of how it all plays. Obviously, played by a master player, you'll have people doing all kinds of things at the same time. They'll be going one way, they'll be going the other. You can play this crazy game of predictions. My mind's just not up to it, but hopefully I've given you an idea of what the action part of the game. Obviously, I'm going to carry on playing this to get my head around the wider game and then probably make a video about that too. But currently, I just don't really understand all the moving parts. There are many. It feels nice, deep and complicated. There's actually a great review of it on Rock Paper Shotgun, which I've included a link to in the description, so why not check that out if you're interested in finding out more about the game. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please let us know in the comments. Do give it a thumbs up, and why not subscribe to Rock Paper Shotgun. Some of the games we cover, we actually know what we're doing in, which is nice. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.